Give me just a second and I will be right there. I'm gathering some things, so I'll be right there. While I'm looking for what I need to look for, I want to say that Nikki had absolutely nothing to do with this. What Mandy has done was when she was messaging me with this Google number, she told Nikki she was doing it, but she didn't tell her what she was doing. She set Nikki up, and I knew it last night. I knew it. When I mentioned the Google number, I knew she was going to blame Nikki. That was why I didn't want to do this. So no one's buying it, Mandy. Nikki didn't have anything to do with this. I figured out all on my own that you were the person messaging me because you give your own self away. Anyone can read those messages and be like, that's totally Mandy. It's totally Mandy, right? Leave Nikki out of it. She didn't do shit. So shut the fuck up. Hey, Doodle.
Hey, Starlight.
Ah, what a wonderful way to start your day, right?
Yeah, I haven't even had a cup of coffee yet.
I suggest you go get one.
I've got my juice. I'm ready.
I'm trying to find.
She is
Okay,
connecting
here we
dots
go.
that do not exist. Period.
Exactly. And that's Mandy's MO. That's what she does. Okay, hold on. I'm going to screen share this before she does because she's going to twist it into something it's not. Chrome tab. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and screen share this. Nikki went through her messages way faster than I did, so I'm sure people will have to go back and pause it, but I'll just go ahead and let it play real quick. That's really small. Hold on.
I'm literally trying to get over the shock of all this.
I know. It's insane. Welcome to the shit show.
You know, I think most everybody in this community knows that I don't play these kind of games. I don't fuck with
Right.
people. I don't spread shit. I mean, I may try to figure some stuff out just like everybody does, but
Right. We all
that's
do
not
that.
behind the scenes. Right.
No. And also, let me throw this out there that I knew it was Mandy, so I baited her the whole time in those messages on purpose. There are things that I say that are not true that I just said because I knew it was her. She's not that slick. You're not, Mandy. Sorry. I hope everyone can see that. If you can't, just go back later and scroll through it.
And I have never had any contact with Becca. If Becca wanted to vouch for me, then she had some sort of plan for me or something because I've never
Exactly.
spoken to her. I was in Misery Streams when he was doing To Catch a Predator shit, just to have a place to take out my frustrations on someone who's not part of any of our realm of people. But I have never, I mean, I didn't even get to Discord till like 4 months ago. So all this shit is just blowing my mind at the moment.
Right. Well, and what was so crazy to me in the messages that I showed was that she was trying so hard to put the blame on Shipwreck Beck. This is a person that I've had absolutely zero interaction with. I've never been in a chat with her. We've never spoken in a chat. We don't know each other. So for her to say that Shipwreck Beck was coming for me, bullshit. That's bullshit.
The only time I even interacted with her when she did that live moral inconsistencies, and then once on Plumie's, her and Space came in, and it was the first time that I ever like even said hello to them. So the whole thing that she's got is completely wrong. Completely wrong.
It's always wrong. She just has to do something to try to clear her name when it's very obvious, Mandy, that you were in the middle of all of this shit. It's so obvious. Why would Shipwreck Beck, all these people that she's named that I've had absolutely no interaction with, the only reason I've had interactions with Breakfast Club fan is because she was also pulled into the MRB stuff. So we talked about that privately and why why blah, 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 blah. We all know now that it was FOD who left that fucking comment that they say they didn't know it was going to start a ruckus, and it started a ruckus on Mother's Day. So,
well, and the first time that I ever spoke to you was in a couple of lives.
I didn't know there was people's Facebooks in that screen recording. I can't show that. I'll drop the link later or something.
The first time I ever spoke to you was when you came up into Nary's Live, and before I left as Doodlebug, I had started to interact with you and Ash because I could see out of all the little camps in this community, you guys were the most loyal, and that meant something to me. So I started to come into your guys' side and saying hello. But the first time that you and I ever spoke or had a conversation was when I was on Nary's. And I had no idea at the time what you were even talking about.
No clue. And I guess it was from your name even sparked my interest because at the time I had gotten these messages, I believe. I'd have to go back and see when Nary's Live was. So seeing you on the panel, I was like going to jump on that opportunity to get up there and ask you questions, which I did, and you answered them.
Yeah, I don't know if that live is still up or not. I knew, right? Anything that I would have known to answer, and I remember even Nary and I were like, "Why does Hello Starlight want to talk to me?" Because, I mean, we had never interacted. It was like some stranger just wanting to come up on panel, and I told her, I said, "I don't care. Yeah, I don't have a problem with her at all. So yeah, let her up." And then I did contact you after the Mommy Ramblings thing because I felt bad for you. I wanted to help you.
Right.
In any way that I could, whatever I could do. But
did Nary leave that live up? Because we're not hiding anything. Okay, yeah. So
it is up. That's what I said in the chat. It's up. Anybody can go and listen to it. I never said her name. And she's saying that the chat was saying my name, her name. Well, I don't know what the chat was doing. Right, you can't control the chat. At that time, I wasn't even speaking to Breakfast Club. So for her to even come into that live, she came in uninvited. Period. I had left her because she was doing shady shit, and I saw that, and I left her as a mod. Then I left her in her Discord, and then I didn't want anything to do with her. And that's, for me to even be thrown into all this is just insanity. It is absolute insanity.
And you don't know who this, quote, Reese Sunshine is.
No idea.
I've asked RDA. I have asked Breakfast Club. Anyone that is, was connected to all that stuff that went down.
I knew she came into Breakfast Club channel, but I didn't know who she was. But
none of them, exactly. Nobody knows who this person is. She tried to tell me that the person was a rambler at one time. I know plenty of people that are, quote, ramblers. Never heard of her. Never heard of this person. Probably because it's not a person. It's probably an alt account. Whose alt account? Don't know.
Yeah, and I've only been one other person on here, and it was Firefly, and you knew that. And I came back as Firefly to try to clear my name from what Brexus was trying to smear me with. And then I felt really weird even trying to be some other account, even though I had left Doodlebug. I had to switch to Doodle because I didn't even want to be a fake or seem like a poser. It felt weird to me.
Right.
I mean, that's how, like, it's just ridiculous, the stuff that she's saying, and she's unwilling to even listen to any kind of truth.
She doesn't want to hear the truth. What she does is she takes what she wants and she's going to spin a narrative. I hate using that. Spin a
I
narrative
know.
about whatever she wants to do. It doesn't matter what the reality is, but the reality matters to me and the people who have a brain. So that's why if you want to go and look at my messages, I'm keeping them up.
Well, and it really sounds like anybody that's trying to throw that much shit onto somebody else should take a look in their own mirror.
Yeah. How is it that Mandy is always in the middle of everything? Why is that? Why is that?
Yeah, it's unreasonable. It's all I can say is she's unreasonable, and what she's saying is flat out lies. To say that I was involved in any of that, I mean, I could have given two shits who Dee Dee Dugan was, to be honest. But the only time I started trying to connect some dots was because of what was happening to me. I never said shit about Mandy Bell.
No, you didn't. Even when we talked privately, and I kept asking you about Mandy because from day one, I've I'm sorry if she's not Dee Dee Dugan, she's a part of Dee Dee Dugan. So, but I would ask you, and you're like, no, I don't know, I don't know her, I don't know her. I just
No,
knew you knew her from
a couple of lives. That was
yeah,
it. And the reason really why I went there is because she's always dropping shit. I mean,
yeah. But
I mean,
right, I was the one asking you about her. It wasn't the other way around at all. And you
no,
told me no every time. So, Mandy, you need to leave Doodle alone because she didn't do anything to you. Okay?
she's just, and this makes me think about if she is willing to connect all of this kind of stuff and try to throw me in this mix, what other little kind of bullshit has she tried to connect that's not correct either?
Exactly.
Because she is so far off the mark that it throws into question everything to me that she's ever said.
Oh, yeah. Everybody should question anything that comes out of her mouth. For instance, when I clicked in there, hold on just a second, because I didn't know she was live. And I clicked in there and I hear her talking about her brother. I don't know anything about your brother, Mandy. I don't know anything about your family besides what you've said publicly on YouTube. So stop. She said a minute ago that oh, who was it? Did she say it was you or Shipwreck? I think it was she said Shipwreck or somebody, I don't know, said that I doxed and swatted her, Mandy, back in not this past June, the June before that. I do not
You
fucking
wouldn't do
know.
that.
No,
You would
I've
not do
never
that.
doxed a
And I know
soul,
that
never
enough. I would
would.
have not have come over here if I even thought you guys. It was like everybody else was throwing shade, and I started looking over the fits, and I realized this is really where I should be because these people are loyal. You don't see people coming and going from your channel and
Right.
switching sides and shit like that. And Stephanie, what you're saying there about Nikki, I feel the exact same way as what Nikki was doing. I just wanted to I wanted to help
Mm-hmm.
Hello Starlight with what was happening to her because I felt that it had went so it was so haywire and so insane, and I had learned enough that was not what you would do. You're a mother, you're a daughter, you're not interested in going in people's real lives. And I never came and dragged people. I was never involved in any kind of behind the scenes shit because I was never
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes. Now when I came back as Doodle, yeah, was I trying to figure stuff out? Sure, because
You're
for
trying to find your place because
right, because
mm-hmm.
Breakfast was trying to smear me just because I didn't want to be around her or be her friend because she was shady.
That sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah, she does it to everybody. Anybody who
Well,
wants to leave her. I mean, she's
that's
been coming
kind
after
of
Jessica and Amy, and Jessica can show you right now a screenshot when she left her Discord. Breakfast is like, I know nothing, why did you leave? Why do you not like me? And then all of a sudden, then she wants to say that she's doing terrible things, and it's a lie too.
see. Well,
You can't leave
that's
her.
how Mandy operates. That's why it sounds so familiar because I quit being friends with Mandy a year ago, and starting then, she has done nothing but gone after me and go after me Go after me. And if anybody missed when she doxed my entire family, my mother, my father, my brother, my sister-in-law,
Oh,
not last weekend, however many weekends ago that was. That happened. I have the entire live, Mandy, and I have my live where I didn't do a damn thing to you. That night had nothing to do with you, but you found a way to fuck it up, didn't you?
well, it's just like the same thing with Nary's live. That wasn't about her. That was about my story of why I left YouTube for the days that I did, because of the shit that was happening to me was real, and it was shocking, and then I missed everyone, and I wanted to come back, but I wasn't going to come back the same person that I was before. I wasn't going to be so naive to think that people just can't drag you because they want to.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
And
I'm
I
so
didn't. I found
frustrated.
out that after I found out that she had dropped my name as Dugan, Dee Dee Dugan, I went to my friend Amy, who was also mentioned in these messages, and Amy tells me that Mandy doxed her in a Facebook Live of 20,000 people.
Laura
Doxed her.
Dinger. Laura Dinger.
Yes, Laura Dinger
Mhm.
doxed my friend Amy in a group of 20,000 people.
Is this not crazy to you guys that this goes back to a fucking Chris Watts shit? This goes
It
back to
always does.
Facebook stuff. Yes, and it's so weird. I want nothing to do with any cases anymore because the most whacked out people come from them. That's
I
I've
agree.
noticed. And I like all of this shit goes all the way back to a Facebook group that I didn't
I
fucking
wasn't
know
even
Laura
in.
Dinger. Yeah, I was in there for a little while, but I stayed quiet because I was always scared of Kay, to be
Sure.
honest. But I was in there for a while and modded for Kay. When she did a live, she had a lot of people in there, and she wasn't getting a lot of people in there. And she needed wrenches at the time. She threw one to me, and she threw one to Makeup Mobster, and then later took the wrenches way down the line because I stopped participating in chats. Um, but other than that, I've always known Mandy was Laura Dinger because she came onto YouTube announcing it to the world that she was Laura Dinger from Facebook. And I never knew her as Laura Dinger. So when you brought that up the other day, I was like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? This
Yeah,
goes
that and
back
I
almost,
found that
what,
out.
2 years?
Yeah, and I found that out only because Amy had told me that what had happened to her. And when I said Laura Dinger to you, you were like, bingo, I know exactly who that is.
Um, Real quick, I'm going to address you one more time, Mandy. Stop saying I doxed you. I've never doxed you. If I doxed you somewhere, bring your proof and let us see it. I would love to see it because I must have been in like some sort of weird trance coma thing and typing so I don't fucking know what you're talking about. You're crazy. You're showing you're crazy. We can all see it. It's hanging out for everyone to see. By the way, hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you for being
Yes.
here.
Talking
For
about
the shit
somebody that
show.
needs to log off. Jesus.
Oh, or find something else to do with your content. I don't need to be your content, Mandy.
Well,
Uh
and if Becca vouched for me as a mod, then I would like to think it's because of my mod skills. Everybody around here knows how I mod. I drop links, I support other channels, I try to keep the chat in a positive place. I I if I'm vouched for as a mod, it's because of the way I operate, not because I'm friends with somebody or because talking to that person. I never had a conversation with Becca ever.
yeah,
Ever.
I don't even know her besides, people have said she's Misery's girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, that's about all I know. And I knew that she did that moral inconsistency thing, that one live that she did. Other than that, that is zero. And I didn't go into Misery's channel until he was doing that Catch a Predator stuff. I didn't know. I mean, I was never a Misery mod. I was never a Becca mod. I was never a Space Monster mod. I was never involved in any of that. Yeah, I was in Breakfast Club's channel, but that's it. And then Breakfast Club just proceeded to follow me around and infiltrate every channel I had.
And for her to know all these names, all these players, what they're doing, what went on in a Discord, in those, anonymous messages, is just like, what the fuck? Why do you know this stuff? How do you know all of this stuff? Y'all go back and look through those messages that I posted. Pause it and actually fucking read it because it's crazy to me. I've got to let my cat out. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, when I did that live with Neri and Hello Starlight wanted to come up and Neri asked me, "Is it okay?" I thought, well, okay, but I wondered why because I've never had a conversation with her. I was never part of any of the stuff that had been going on. And it was only then that I take an interest in wanting to try to help her because she did come up and speak with me. But most of the questions that she was asking me, you'll see, I didn't know. I had no idea. And it was only after that I found out about these conversations that she was getting. It clicked on me yesterday. I was like, this is exactly why Hello Starlight wanted to speak with me, was because my name had been dropped in all of this conversation about being involved with that. I mean, to me, that's like pulling a name out of a hat to put my name in with that. That's
It
exactly what it
was
was.
crazy. I can't even remember if I had spoken to you before those messages because I remember telling you that someone was messaging me with crazy shit.
Right, right.
But I think
And
it was after the fact. I can't remember. This is way back in May.
right. Yeah, because I left sometimes around then, and then I'm not sure the date that I did that live with Neri, but that was the actual really one of the when I first came back. Like I came back that weekend, and Neri asked me to come on, and but yeah, when you came up, I thought, well, maybe she's going to ask me some questions about the breakfast. When you started like talking about some of the misery stuff, I couldn't answer any of that, and
Yeah.
anybody that was a part of the misery mod team or in his channel could vouch for the fact that I wasn't there or a part of that. I was there for maybe the last couple of months, like I said, when he was doing the Chris Hansen thing. That was it.
I'm gonna
I
pull up
never
some
spoke any kind of message thread or group messages or secret
right.
frigging games. I had no idea. Like I said, I always wondered where people would get screenshots. It was only when I went to Discord when I joined Breakfast and Nary's that I realized, oh, that's where all these screenshots and shit come from. I had no idea. And she's put me in a storm of being
Mhm.
this person that I have nothing to do with. I dare anyone to show anything because if they do, it's a lie and they've made it up because I have never had any contact with those people.
It's crazy. It's
And
absolutely
for her to
crazy.
say, because Becca vouched for me as a mod, that means that we are in some kind of cahoots together, I would like to think could be a good mod and people would recommend me because of what I do, not
Mhm.
because of what I'm involved in or friends with anyone. See, Hartley was all up in misery. She knows and she can vouch that what I'm saying is fact. It's
Okay.
no
Okay.
guess, it's fact. I was not a part of misery. You can't tell me being there a couple of months makes me a part of misery. And other than that, I had no idea that this misery was even this Jimmernam person until the RDA told me. No clue. Because you know
Yeah.
what? I don't go and search for fucking people or search for their shit or search for any kind of answers because I don't give a shit.
And the only
Only,
reason that I knew of anything that was going on at the time was because I had been watching Lyman and seeing them, expose him and all of that. And so it's interesting to me. There was all these new, people, RDA, nobody knew who they were. I still don't know any of the people besides I guess I kind of know Breakfast Club. Uh from the misery side of things, it was all just like, what is going on? So
to
I
me, it
hopped
sounds
on
like
her panel.
she's just pushing a narrative. That's
Hmm.
insanity. It's insanity.
It really is. It really is, guys. All right, hold on, I'm gonna.
And for the fact that she wouldn't even listen to what I was saying, that she's so adamant to believe her own bullshit you can't argue with that, because that's like talking to a tree. You're going to get nowhere. And I'm not
Yep.
going to defend myself against a bunch of bullshit. I said that what she was saying was untrue. She didn't want to believe it. She has no facts that that's true of what she's saying. She's just going with I don't know. I mean, she's got her notebook pages all fucked up.
Yeah, you need to organize that 5-star, girl.
Uh-huh.
Lord. I'm going to pull up some of these screenshots.
But I did genuinely want to help you. What was happening to you was wrong. And it was wrong for Robbie to be brought into that. And,
Yeah.
you know, these people, they're insane. And they're going to some crazy lengths. And to me, it sounds like all of this is to cover their own tracks.
Exactly.
To throw breadcrumbs to everybody else.
In these messages, she says to me so many times, you're pointing people in the wrong direction. You're making them look at the wrong people. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't think so. I think you wanted to throw me off on where I was going with it.
How many times do we see
right
projection go on around here?
Mm-hmm.
What do they like to say? Those who smelt it, dealt it. Yeah. Uh-huh. But she needs to settle down because she's full of shit.
She's very much full of shit.
And like I said, that makes me put into question anything that she's ever said, because she is so wrong in what she is saying. Prove it. That's what I got to say.
Exactly.
Prove it.
Stop running your mouth and show some proof, Mandy, because you've not done that. Show me where I've doxed anybody that you know, period. Anybody. It doesn't even have to be your family. Show me where I've doxed one person. Just one person I want to see. Because you're not going to find it because it didn't happen.
Exactly. You won't find it on me either. And you won't find me playing any kind of shenanigans either. Prove that.
Yep.
I mean, I left. I friggin' left all of it. I deleted my accounts and everything because I was doxxed, and that was enough to startle me. Do you really think I'm going to play all these reindeer games? Give me a break.
I wonder if I can find where she just goes on and on.
I feel like people who are kind on here make easy targets for assholes like that.
Yeah, and it's scary. It's scary to me.
Scary.
Yeah, that there are people that go around and they do this and they discredit people. You know, that mommy rambling stuff was so fucked up. That was so fucked up.
It was. It was. And there was never any proof of that either, but people can say that and people can come after you. I mean, all they're trying to do to me is run us off from places. And why?
She put some dots together. What was your part and what's happened? Exactly, Stephanie.
And I mean, Robbie would never do that shit. Are you kidding me?
And Robbie knows that I would never do that. We spoke.
Right.
We spoke right before. Right.
He was even donating money to people he didn't like to try to make some peace in his
He
community.
supported mommy ramblings. I did too. But you know, Robbie did that
what?
live
I went to
where
mommy ramblings like twice. That was it. That's all you'll ever see me there either.
Yeah. I always lurked in her channels because she goes on so late. I used to listen to her when I would go to bed, just read like Discovery documents and stuff. Not anymore. Just gonna put that out there. I don't watch her anymore. Because a little angry with all that.
She still has yet to even give you an apology without any
She's not going to. And nobody needs to message her or send her emails or anything like that. Just leave her alone.
It's a done deal.
Yeah, it's done. She has her mind made up, and that is okay with me. I'm fine with it. Whatever.
But yeah, all I wanted to do was try to help you.
Okay, now your kids were doxxed in my live, you fucking idiot. I don't even know your fucking kids' names, for God's sake. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'm a little triggered. This bitch really has gotten on my last nerve for the very fucking last time. And I say that every time she does this. Every single time she does this, I'm like, no more, not again. It's not going to happen. And here I am, letting it happen.
sometimes things can be a coincidence. It doesn't mean that you have to connect it into this freaking web. She needs to deconstruct her web because she is completely wrong.
Ugh. Ugh.
When
Mandy, do
I
you want me
when
to play
I
your live from that night? Is that what you want? You want me to dox my brother again? Because I'll fucking do it. You already did it once. I will
when
show
I
your
saw that
entire fucking live. I have the whole live, Mandy, downloaded. So don't think that it just disappeared.
when I saw that message thread that you sent me, was it yesterday? Hell, I don't even know if it was yesterday or the day before. I was shocked.
With
I
the
was absolutely
messages?
shocked. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I've
That my
had those
name was
unlisted
even
for
brought
quite some
into it.
time.
That's
Yeah,
like to me like bringing Lanky Tor into some kind of bullshit. It's just
exactly.
impossible.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. Good God.
And so what if I went to other channels? I can go to any channel I want to go. That doesn't mean that I'm up to fuckery.
Smokey, what are you talking about? I got baited with a Google Drive. What are you talking about? Oops, oops. How long after the MRB stuff did the Google? What? You mean the Google number? The Google number thing, the messages? It's a good question.
And when I came to you to help you, I thought maybe I could help you because I had access to that Dreamers Discord. I had access to stuff that
Right.
maybe could help you only for the fact because I was trying to find out about my docs.
Yeah, exactly. And all the people, all these players and all these names, these are puzzle pieces that are going to somehow fit together eventually.
Mm-hmm. The truth always comes out and it will eventually, but damn, how much do we have to be dragged before that happens?
I don't know how you got drug into it. Let's
The
see.
only
What?
thing that I can think of is if the whole thing of me leaving breakfast, and maybe she is, and she's trying to throw shade because obviously every person that's ever left her, she's talked about or tried to drag or tried to discredit. And I'm sorry, I'm visible enough on here to know that I don't do any shady shit.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, these messages started on May the 25th. May 25th. Mother's Day was on May the 10th. And that's when, pretty much all that happened with the MRB stuff.
Well, and that is the times that I was gone. And so I was probably made an easy target since I deleted my account to make it me because
I
who
don't
knows if I was
know.
coming back. I mean, I'm trying obviously she's given me my own puzzle now, but I am determined to find out why I was brought into this.
I don't know. I feel like she just threw every name. I don't know. And she won't answer that. We know that.
Well, it just sounds like she's trying to throw so much on the other people, and maybe she needs to take a look at herself and maybe just shut
Exactly.
up and just be a normal person on here and quit making every live about trashing somebody or showing screenshots or
Or
messages.
doxing.
And I'm sure half the stuff she's getting is somebody who's just wanting to play with her own head.
That could be. That could be. But
Because
she
they know she's going
intertwined
to scream
herself with
about
these
it.
people. Was friends with this shipwreck person. She was friends with her, but she wants to.
But
Oh
I
man,
wasn't. You weren't.
no, I still don't know her.
I still don't know her either. I've never had an email, a conversation, a message, anything. The only time was when I think I even just said hello in that Moral Inconsistencies live. And like I said, she came into Plumies one time with Space Monster. That was it.
Oh.
And I was always in Plumie's live, so I wasn't there to talk to them. They came in all of a sudden, and they only came in that one time, and they never came back. And to say that I'm Dee Dee Dugan is like one of the biggest friggin' bullshit lies that I've heard on here, other than the fact
Absolutely
of what
stupid.
happened to you. to say that you called whatever this thing with mommy ramblings, because that is ridiculous as well. I think people are trying to discredit a group of people, and this is the way that they're trying to do it.
Yep. Okay, here's Dee Dee Dugan's page, okay? Look, just look at the content in itself. Why would Shipwreck Beck, according to Mandy, go after Amanda Lynn and call her Momo Lynn, which is what Mandy calls her? Pretty interesting. Here's another one about me. Here's one about Miss Fucking Wonderful. What does she have to do with it? Nothing. Here's one on Republican Ash. Why? Why would some people that don't even fucking know Republican Ash go after her? Riddle me that. Okay.
Yeah, you could probably connect these dates to these times that there were inconsistencies going on, and again, guessing games.
What she was saying in those messages, she said, "Look, when Breakfast Club was kicked out of the Discord, Dee Dee Dugan stopped making videos. She wanted Breakfast Club to get the blame, and I wasn't buying it."
And I'm sorry for anybody that had the cops called on her. I'm even sorry that Mandy had that stuff happen to her, but that doesn't mean she can blame that shit on innocent people.
Exactly. You know, I had the cops called on me. Why the fuck would I ever want anyone else put in that situation?
Exactly. That's why I knew that you were not a part of any of that, and I knew that Robbie wasn't a part of that. But you know what? Who else's name keeps coming up around all of this? Breakfast Club too.
Yeah. See, I don't know her.
Well, I knew enough to know that I didn't want to be her mod or in her channel or in her Discord. And when I left, I got doxxed. How convenient. And you know what? There's only 2 people that knew my real information. It was her and one other person. And I would bet my life that the other person did not do that. So that left one person who is known to dox, because she doxed Jamie in Misery's Live and has yet to own up to any of her facts or apologize for that.
Look, here's one about Sally Spencer. Why again would Shipwreck Beck or whoever Mandy's trying to blame go after Sally Spencer? Sally Spencer legit has done nothing to these people.
And see, half these people you're saying, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Oh my God. Let's see. Who else do we got? We got Molly and Science Girl. Bodie. Bodie's on here. What the fuck? Okay, let's see.
See, to me, this again sounds like they're trying to take down a group of people that they just don't like because they're butthurt that they're so shady that nobody wants to be friends with them. Sorry.
Let's see. Molly,
If you
Republican
stop doing shady stuff,
yeah,
maybe somebody would want to be your friend. But when you do this kind of stuff, and you know, to me, somebody who shows a bunch of screenshots, it's on every live, there's something wrong there. You know what? I could show all kinds of screenshots about where Breakfast was not a good person, but have I done that? No, you haven't seen me done it. Have I talked about it? Yeah, because it is part of my story. But I don't drop private conversations, or I'm just not that person.
I don't either. I have never dropped text messages until today, and the only reason I did is because that number isn't real and it doesn't work anymore. And number 2, you know, it's someone faking being someone anonymous.
Well, and I appreciate you doing that, because when I saw that, I was shocked, first of all. But then I knew that she's like a dog with a bone. She's just going to come at me. But after what she was saying in that live, and you told me she was live, I was like, I can't be quiet about it. I'm not going to let somebody slander me. And I appreciate you exposing that today. It means a lot. And it just shows me that when I jumped the fence, I jumped right where I should have been.
The thing with Mandy is
there's no loyalty and there's no truth.
I could have shown these messages when I figured out it was like definitely her, but I didn't. I was hoping she would stop. I was hoping she would leave me alone. But today I had it. I've had it.
Well, and I'd even said something to you about talking about it, and you were like, she won't let you alone. But, you know, like I
What is
said, I
the
just
saying?
really
You mess with
appreciate
the bull, you
you
get the horns, and I'm gonna get her
doing
horns.
that.
Well, I hope it maybe clears a lot of things up for some people. Because honestly, I don't know Shipwreck. I don't know Jessica and Amy. I know their names, but maybe they can look at those messages and find
Well,
something
and they've
there
been
that makes sense
dragged.
to
They've
them.
been dragged as well and tried to have been discredited. And all they've done is try to help creators. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. See, I don't know anything about them other than their names and the
To
evil
me,
that they
anybody
call
who
kids.
tries to find out trolls around here gets slammed because they're freaking trolls themselves. But I do not know Beck. I do not know. I've never had any conversations with these people, but there, like I say, there's one name that seems to be centered around all of this, and that's Mandy and Breakfast. And this is exactly
Mhm.
why I left Breakfast, because she is involved in shady things. And that's one thing I will say on here about a lot of us. We may come in and we talk to people and we support people, but we don't know all these backstories because you know what? We don't dig into people. Only later did I found out that this Misery was this Jimmernam and things that he had done, and I was ashamed that I was even there knowing these things. And it made me very cautious about where I go and what channels I support. And that's why now you don't see me everywhere, because I have a core group of channels that I like to support because I know that they don't do shady things. And
Mhm.
when you leave a shady person, instead of them just letting you leave, they try to drag you and discredit you, like they just literally want to drive you out of here.
Hold on, let's see.
But she needs to log off because what she's saying isn't true.
Okay, see, I haven't looked at Dee Dugan's page in a while. So, like, here's the thing. I don't think Mandy is solely the person behind Dee Dee Dugan. I don't, because I know Mandy well enough to know that she would have taken this channel down when she started getting the blame for it. But she knows who is behind it, and she had access to this account at one point. If you want to prove me wrong, because that's my theory, please do. I appreciate it if you do. I want to be proven wrong. But let's look at their community posts. They posted 2 days ago promoting Sam Hill's live. Whatever. I don't fuck with Sam Hill. Here's a response to Marsha White Sharkey a month ago. I don't know Candace Owens. Okay, here's one of her talking about Mareezy Peasy. Why? Why are you talking about Mareezy Peasy? That's weird too. I don't know who Jonathan Day. Oh, it's Corn. Duh. Okay, here's one of me. Yeah, because when I was in the RDA Discord at one time, I changed my name to the real Dee Dee Dugan. So I guess they'd run, because I knew they'd run with it. Oh, they took down the community post I was looking for. How convenient.
Well,
Okay.
and this is why last night in BTS's live, I put, when you and Ash were like, oh yeah, Doodle Dugan, I changed my name briefly as a mod to Doodle Dugan.
Yeah.
And then I changed it back to my regular self. But I did that just because I wanted her to know that I seen those conversations.
Well, the community post I was looking for was one where they put up my old backup channel that I cannot access because I don't have the email and password anymore because I got a new phone and it deleted it, and I have no clue what that email is. Anyways, but I have a new backup channel that I promote on my channel that's linked to my channel. And that old one's just floating, sitting there doing nothing. Mandy made a big ordeal out of that backup channel. I think we were on my live when she came up, or I don't know. She made a big deal about it because my old backup channel does have videos of Mandy on it. Like I said, I can't access it, and she seems to be very mad that those videos are still there. So Dee Dee Dugan just so happened to make a community post with my old, not mine. Why would they not put my new backup channel? They put my old backup channel up there, and I can't remember what it said about it, but it was like, oh, it's when I had to shut my comments off. And they said to go and comment on that old backup channel if they wanted to leave me nasty comments. So, why is that post gone? Mandy, are your friends rolling on you? The friends that you thought you had out of all the misery shit? Because that's what this all goes back to.
Right, and I had no involvement in that, and neither did you.
No, nor did I want to. I even said in those messages that, frankly, misery freaks me out. I don't even like to say the name.
Yeah,
He
he is
freaks
kind of
me out.
creepy.
Yeah, he
For
scares me.
sure.
He knocks the shit out of me on New Year's Eve, and it was like, what the fuck? I don't know, you guy. I don't
And
know.
I tell you, when you showed me those messages, I thought, this, and I even told Mary, I said, this is exactly why she came up on panel. I have spent this entire time trying to figure out why you initially came up on that panel on Nary's. And I never even asked you about it, but it
Because it was
clicked. It was
after.
like,
Oh, it was. So, see, Nary's had to have happened after I got those messages.
right. And
Because
I
why
had
would
no
I have
idea.
even known? Yeah. Wow.
Because when you said you had a lot of questions for me, I thought, okay, I don't I don't know if I can answer any of them, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And I even said on that, I only went to Miseries when that whole Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator. You know, I've got had things going on in my real life, and I was ready to have some, like, I don't know, an outlet to express my frustrations, and that did that for me. But no way was I ever involved with
Here
it.
we go. Look, girl. Um, I went to Nary's. That
Uh
stream
huh.
was on July 22nd. That's a
Okay.
huge
See.
gap of time.
Right. Right.
So, see, those messages were way before we had ever spoken.
Yeah, and I had no idea. No idea what
Wow.
that I was even brought into the mix, that there were conversations that of any of that. And you kept asking me about misery and stuff, and I mean, I just would say, I mean, I probably sound like an idiot, but I had no idea, because you obviously thought that I had some kind of involvement, but I
Mhm.
didn't.
Right. Oh my god. I just didn't realize the dates. I thought that maybe that happened close together. It's not. It's like a full month. Oh
And you
my
know who
god.
was going at me during this time?
Who? Breakfast Club.
Breakfast.
And she's trying to blame breakfast. So there's something going on there. And I messaged Breakfast Club. I'm gonna go to my DMs right now because I messaged her when Mandy was blaming her. I think I did. Let me see. Let's see. Mm-mm.
And when Amy and Jessica came to me to help me because of what was happening, because the same thing was happening to them
So
with
they
breakfast. She
came to
was
you to help.
dragging them.
Okay.
Yes, they were dragging them too, because they just wanted to leave. Why can't you just leave and shut up? But no, since you're not getting your questions answered of why people want to leave, you want to drag them because you think that they're going to show how shady you are. Not everybody wants to call people out.
Oh, so Breakfast Club, you went back into our DMs and deleted stuff. I'm in
Oh,
here talking
she's,
to myself, huh? What the fuck?
yep, she's the master of that.
She went and deleted every fucking message that she sent me.
So
Wow, Breakfast Club. Huh. You
what
showing
does
yourself
that say?
now.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
And you know
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
what? She did the same thing to mine, but you know what? I didn't screenshot her stuff because I don't do that shit.
Yeah, I don't either. Now I wish I would have. Thanks a lot, Breakfast Club. What are you hiding? That's my question. You went into our messages and deleted every one of yours. There was nothing bad in those messages from what I can just recall. But you felt the need to delete every one of your messages. That says something to me. Hmm.
People just need to open their eyes and their ears. And sometimes the people who scream the loudest are the ones who are starting the fires.
Hold on, I just got another message.
But I stand behind who I am and what I do on here, and I don't do any of that. If anything, I just tried to support channels, chat, come here to have a good time, but I'm not going to be shit on. Just because I'm nice doesn't mean that I'm weak.
Right. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm just got a DM that
Yes,
oh.
Breakfast Club, let me tell you why she lost her channel. This is the last time I
She
want to
lost
speak on
her
this
channel?
bitch. Well, she's got one now with like 28 subscribers, but her other
Oh, I
channel,
didn't know that.
oh, she lost it. And let me tell you why. She was using artwork that my friend Jessica had done when her subs have talent. Jessica, when she started to be dragged by Breakfast, she told Jessica told her, "Please take my artwork off your channel if you're going to sit there and freaking drag me." She was so adamant she wasn't going to do it. And then so Jessica decided to strike her. And you know what Breakfast did with a comeback to YouTube? When you check that little perjury box, she gave Jessica's real cell phone number and an address that doesn't even exist as her contact information. So what's Jessica do? Jessica sends her cell phone bill showing that Breakfast was using her phone number and a Google search that showed no address existed. And that's why she got shut down, because she lied to YouTube.
Wow.
But she wouldn't take it down. You know what? You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You can't sit there and use artwork by somebody and turn around and drag them because they don't want to
I
be your
thought,
friend
see,
anymore.
when all this fuckery started going on and, I was getting thrown all these names,
Thank you,
and
Stephanie.
Breakfast Club had messaged me.
Oh, they're
Uh,
they're very good friends, Ash.
yeah,
I've come to
yeah.
find out that they're all friends and friendly and behind the scenes. And I used to go to
Mm.
FOD's channel until I learned that she and Breakfast were the ones that were dragging Solange during when her mother died as Gargamel. And when I found that out, I never have went back to her channel,
Oh,
because if
I'm
you're
so mad she deleted her messages.
well, that's
Because it said
typical.
stuff about all of this. It said stuff about this Michael whatever guy that was making videos on her.
See, I don't even know who that is.
Michael,
Oh, you're talking about Martin,
yeah, Martin. Yeah, that was what it was. Yeah,
right?
that guy.
And you know
Um,
what these people do that she's trying to bash? They're like what I call like amateur troll hunters, right?
mhm.
So the people who are going to go after them are the people who are trolls. Plain and
Yep.
simple, because they don't want to get caught.
See, one reason I gave up trying to connect all of this is because I went down so many rabbit holes. I can't even explain to you guys. Like,
I
there are so
understand.
many channels out there that have all this like random stuff, and it all just goes back to all this Facebook crap. Like, this is where it all originated from, was whatever
It
went on in
all
these Facebook
originates
groups.
from these crazy Watts people who cannot
Yeah,
let these poor
yeah,
people rest in peace.
and
It's over. It's done. It's like,
there are names in there being thrown at me that are the Glarer. Um, let's see, who else was there that I'm just like, what? Oh, the Roger Halstead guy. If anyone knows who that is from
see, I don't know
Facebook.
any of that.
Yeah, I only remember because Roger Halstead. I honestly don't remember. I just remember his name and that it had something to do with K. Maybe they fought at one time. I can't remember. But oh my god, there's just so many rabbit holes
There
to
is.
fall
But
down.
you know what? It seems like at the end of the day, Starlight, it all comes back to the same crazy nutter groups of people that are, you've got Breakfast and Becca and Misery. And I mean, it's just I don't understand what they're trying to do at the end of the day. I don't. Other than to just like people who have rejected them.
Yeah,
Take it like a man. If people don't want to be your friends, they don't have to explain to you why they don't want to be your friends. They just
exactly.
walk away. And
Yes.
you would know why they don't want to be your friend anyway.
Oh, what was I going to say? With Breakfast Club. Okay, so when all of this started, I don't know. Mandy had already been sending me these text messages and blah blah blah, and then Breakfast Club had messaged me blah blah blah. So I went to her channel and watched some of her live streams, and I would watch them as I went to bed. So I kind of fell asleep, and
Right. I do
um,
that.
yeah. But there was either one or two lives where she's doing lives with Jessica and Amy, right?
Right.
So that must have been when they were friends, I'm guessing.
That's right. They were friends.
Okay.
And Jessica and Amy, Jessica has a channel and Cosmic has come up several times to answer questions about Misery. But Jessica and
Really?
Amy have been very honest about their relationship with Misery. They came in just thinking that they were going to help him. They had no idea the same thing about the whole Jimmer Nam stuff. But when they started to find out stuff, they were trying to break away just like me. But what happens? You get a target on your back if you walk away.
Okay.
They
See,
cannot take rejection.
the way it was kind of put to me, and I had to try to figure it out myself by just what I was told, it was like, because Breakfast Club told me the reason that people were coming after her or whatever was, hi, Dee Dee Dugan. Okay, well, did you want to take a link? You can take a link. I know you're not going to, but why don't you go ahead and take a link? Okay? You want to come in my chat?
Yeah, if I'm going to
You
be blamed
started
for
all this.
being
You've
you,
done all this. Yeah, who? And if Mandy's not you, she sure does know a lot about you. So if you want to help your friend Mandy, why don't you come up and take a link, please? If not, get the fuck out of my chat.
and you guys are so far off. Isn't that same kind of message like that done in the messages that you just posted?
Yeah, what a coincidence. I can sit here. Let me log into my phone. Do I need to go into one of my alt accounts and come type in the chat? Because I'll do it. I don't care. It's not hard to be on a live stream and come into the chat as someone else. Okay? So, Dee Dee Dugan, if you really want to prove anything, take a fucking link.
And if
FOD
you
for the
don't, shut
longest
the
time.
fuck up.
Yeah, then shut the fuck up. Or take your fucking channel down that nobody fucking watches anyways. It's laughable, right? It's laughable. You're so funny. Go ask Mommy Ramblings if it's fucking laughable, you piece
That's right.
of shit.
All you've done is stir the fucking shit pot, sitting there laughing. Well, finally,
Go
it's
over
coming
to
out.
Mandy's channel. Go over to Mandy's channel. Did you watch all the text messages, Dee Dee Dugan? Did you see all the text messages? They're up on my channel. Why don't you go scroll through those and read them and go talk to your friend Mandy? Thank you, Top Cop. Welcome to the Star Dog Army. Woo!
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I
I'm so sick of this.
was thinking about leaving,
Oh,
but
it's
I'll never
obvious.
stop.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
That also sounds like somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, but then I'm going to have 5 channels and I'm going to keep just coming back like a damn.
Oh, really? That's interesting. That's interesting.
They're going to expose themselves.
Exactly. And it's coming, Dee Dee Dugan.
Look at that, what Laffy Taffy said. If BCF is talking to Manny, then she is still with Misery. Oh,
Who's laughing?
you're the one that's in hell right now, okay?
Right.
Let's just put that out there.
I'm not scared of you, Dee Dee Dugan. What are you going to do? You're going to go make some videos about me? I don't sub to your channel. I don't watch. I even know you were still posting videos until about, 5, 10, 15 minutes ago? I don't give a shit about your content or what you do. What I do give a fuck about is your Hey account, because I know it's you, and what you did to Mommy Ramblings. You can make videos about me all day, every day on 10 different channels. I don't care. But when you go and do what you did to Mommy Ramblings and put my name in it, like I would do some sick ass shit like that, that's where I have a fucking problem, Dee Dee Dugan. So you either take a fucking link or get the fuck out of my channel. Get the fuck out of my channel.
And I'm not afraid of you either, because you know what? You don't have shit on me because I didn't do shit. So I'm not concerned.
Take it. You go make a video right now. I do not care. I don't come on here to pretend to be something I'm not. I don't come up here for popularity gain. I don't come up here for any reason than to use my platform for whatever the hell I feel like it now. Oh, Mommy Ramblings is your friend. I don't fucking buy that. And if it is, you're some sort of friend. That's really a friend right there. When you fucking fuck with someone's head and tell them that people are spoofing numbers to call and mess with her. You are fucked in the head, Mandy Dugan. And I'll say it all the time. Mandy Dugan, Mandy Dugan.
They do sound quite a bit alike. I will give you that.
Yeah, if it's not her, they know who it is. And, you know, you're not doing yourself any favors, Dee Dee Dugan.
I think your credibility just went out the window.
Leave
And
my
anybody
dad
that's going to
and your
support
fake
you.
doctor. Dee Dee Dugan's a doctor. Did you know that? Yeah, Dee Dee Dugan says they're a doctor. You're some doctor. Never met a doctor who's able to fucking care for patients with fucking corona going on, but can still troll the internet on a fucking daily basis. Fuck out of here. Get out of my
And
chat.
look who their friends
Everybody
are.
block and ban them.
And look who their friends are.
Yeah. Take a
Who
look
supports
around,
them.
you dumbass. Jerome, there's good reason for it.
I was genuinely shocked. And I always think every day I cannot be more shocked on here, but
I know, right?
and I think all of this is just smoke and mirrors.
Yep. You know, there is some real true fuckery going on, and it all lies within whoever the fuck you are, Dee Dee Dugan, because we're slowly finding out because people are rolling on you, okay? So don't think that we're not going to find out who the fuck you are. What's done in the dark always comes to light, and you are slowly showing your ass.
Believe that.
Yeah. And when I get off this live, I'm going to have more proof because people are hitting up my DMs really hardcore right now.
And this is the thing, you know, when they're throwing innocent people in, people who are innocent that know things are going to come out with it. And they're going to have to, because if they're involved in any kind of bullshit with this person, they're going to be lumped in with them. So the best thing is to do is to come clean with anything anybody knows. And all this is going to do is make this entire chat question them and look for them and try to find what else is going on. Because I can tell you, if it's happening to me, it can happen to anyone.
Exactly.
I am innocent of everything in that fucking thread. Everything.
You have some nerve to come up in here, Dee Dee Dugan. Go back to your doctor shift. Don't you need to go save lives? Fucking weirdo.
Oh, look at that.
Sorry,
Sad to me
Ash.
is Becca. That's not surprising.
What?
Laffy Taffy said,
What's tedious? This is weird. Hold on just a moment.
some of these videos being put out on these
California.
channels like this, it's like Starlight said, there's so many of these little channels that just like to just try to torture people with their ugly ass videos. It's gross. It's gross to me.
It is. And how do I don't understand how people find the time to put all this effort into a troll account.
Well, and think about when all of these trolls and all this doxing started to come around. It was all around this time of misery. And who is around that? Becca in space.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to speak with Space and tried to understand some things only like maybe a month or two ago. And I was left with a choice of either with them or against them. There was no sitting on the fence or trying to understand what was happening to me. And I'm not going to be forced into anything.
Right. See,
But I
and
never
I
before
don't
ever spoke to
know,
these people.
Becca, if you're out there, Space Monster, if you're out there, we don't know each other. We can talk. If you want to talk, we can talk. Jessica and Amy too. I would love to talk to them.
Oh, and they're fully well aware to talk to you because after what has happened with me being dropped in that message link and finding out that Amy had been doxxed her entire family in a chat in a Facebook group of 20,000 people, come on. And Mandy Bell did that as Laura Dinger. I
Yeah.
had never
Isn't
heard
that's so
the name
crazy.
Laura Dinger until Amy told me after I told her what was happening with us.
I
She
cannot.
said that Laura Dinger that, and when I told you that name, you were like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. So
And that's what
did
I think. I
everybody
don't
hear that?
think that.
Laura Dinger doxed Amy, right?
Yes,
Was
in a
okay.
group of
Amy.
20,000 people.
Laura Dinger is Mandy. Mandy has admitted this a million times. So Mandy, I'm going to say this one last time to you because you obviously got thrown off your game over there since you're playing video clips of like random ass shit. Uh, but don't ever, ever think that you trying to tell people that I doxed you in any way, shape, or form is ever going to hold weight because you are a fucking doxer. A doxer, you piece of shit. You are the doxer. You are one of the worst doxers I've seen. Y'all want to talk about Brian? Brian's done some pretty fucking nasty shit. But you know what, Mandy? You don't hold a candle to him. Not one. Because Brian doesn't make fucking troll channels and Brian doesn't do all this fucking sneaky ass shit. Whatever Brian does, he does it on his channel. You do it
Look
in
what
a way that's
Hartley just said.
disgusting and gross and vile, and you're a piece of shit. And I don't want to anything to do with any of you people that are in her fucking chat. And don't think I'm not looking. Don't come to my channel. Unsubscribe to me. I want nothing to do with anyone who has association with Mandy. Y'all can go over there and be crazy together.
Look what Harley just said. Doodle Space Monster was in a recent Mandy Bell live for me to
She
check out.
was. You're right. You're so right. Thank you for bringing that up. I have the screenshot. You're right. She was. Yep.
And all this doxing all started happening when his channel went away. They had nowhere to go. You know, he needs to come and get his lost puppy dogs. And you know, I found out that all this time that Breakfast was getting this, everything was about people targeting her. You're telling me somebody with 300 subscribers is going to get all of this hate? When I found out that she was going around saying that she was being doxxed from some friend of her mother's in a YouTube lives everywhere, I found out that was one of her gaming profiles. So she was going around doxing herself in lives. And what made me come back is she did that to Casper's channel and it pissed me
Oh.
off. So she was doxing herself. That's what really happened.
I don't understand these people. I don't.
And you see Laffy Taffy, Space, Becca, Misery, Breakfast Club, Mandy, and Copper are all in together. Nothing can change my mind on this. And you know what? I agree
I
with you.
completely agree with you. Absolutely. And Dee Dee Dugan,
You're probably all of them.
exactly. That's what I think. And I've thought for a long time because Mandy had a troll channel once called, and most people in here know, Slow Burn. And it was two people. It was her, and we all know it was, and Mandy Lynn. Mandy Lynn is the one who outed Mandy as making these videos for Slow Burn. So Mandy has a history of being in troll channels with more than one person. So I think Space, Becca, I don't even want to say the dude's name, Breakfast
Right.
Club, and Mandy, and I don't know Copper. I don't know Copper like that. I don't want to throw her name in there yet because she's been really nice to me, so I don't know. I hope that's not true, but who knows? Nothing is out of the realm of possibilities here. But
Well, her and Breakfast will never. They are intertwined together. I mean, that is 100% fact. it is everywhere that they will never leave each other. So if one knows, the other knows. I guarantee you that.
I have to mute for just a second.
But all of this comes back to that whole core group of people. All of the anxiety, all of the SWATs, all of the cop calling, the CPS, the doxing, it all comes back to this group of people. And it's time for all of this to end. Stop supporting all of these channels that are doing all of this crazy bullshit. Because it does nothing but create anxiety and problems for all of us.
I don't know, Kat Kinsey. Copper is very loyal to Misery. Then why is she in the RDA Discord and shit?
She's been in there for years. Let me tell you, that Starlight, she was in there as Bubbles Galore for years.
Bubbles galore.
Uh-huh.
This is so
way
fucked up.
before she came in as Copper Star herself. So she
Who
can
is
fuck
him
off too.
doll? Is that really her husband?
No.
Oh.
The
This
picture
so
is,
weird.
but the person that's come up on panel is not.
Oh, they've been on panel. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
See, I've
they're
been
two
very
totally
out of the
different looking
loop.
people with different eye color and different hair. I'm sorry. I come from a crime community. I look into stuff. They are not the same. And
This
I
is
can
so
connect you to
fucking
people
weird.
who know a lot of this and can probably answer some of your questions that you have, which I've already offered that to you. But this is all bullshit. And I'm tired of
Yep.
it. And people need to stop supporting these channels and going to them, because the more views they get, the stronger they think they are.
There's some really shady ass shit going on. Cluck Norris, whoever the fuck that is
As a
plays
matter
a
of
part.
fact, Breakfast Club has created a bullshit little throwaway channel using Jessica's artwork as their pig avatar, still targeting.
Oh,
Still
really?
targeting. Yeah. Another one of
Copper
these
is
little channels.
shit is so weird. Have I talked to Nikki or Robbie? I've talked to Robbie, but not like about any of this recently.
Oh, Nikki was another person that was abused by Breakfast.
Really?
Yes, and so was Robbie to a degree. You know, somebody went to Robbie saying I was using alts to leave nasty comments under his videos. But you know what? I don't think they knew that Robbie has my cell phone number and can call and ask me anything. And that's the thing right here it comes down to. These people never thought that these people getting shit on would eventually come together and start their own damn 5-star notebook to figure shit out.
Mm-hmm. Spacey is harassing them. See, but what I don't understand is like the space monster, the shipwreck person.
I don't know any of
It's not
them.
that I understand why they go after Nikki and them, but they had more of a back and forth that happened where I did not.
But do
So
you
it's
notice that
so
they
weird.
infiltrate these channels? They end up getting the same subs, and then they want to take these people down. Maybe it's to steal their subs.
Mm-hmm. Brandy
You
Brown.
know,
I don't know, Candace, but it's nothing. How about that? I have a lot of random trolls coming through.
and I can't believe that I'm even up here having to defend myself about this. I mean, it is.
I know. I
It's
know.
like I
I'll tell
said
you
before.
that.
It's
I
like
never
pulling a
thought it would
name out
come
of a
to this.
hat.
Yeah. Like you said, it's like saying Lanky Tor was over there doing
Right. I've never done any of this kind of stuff on here, and I stand by my name. And I think most of the people in this community that have known me the last year and a half or two know that I don't do this kind of stuff. You don't see me going at people in chats. You don't see me causing shit. If anything, I try to diffuse it.
We love you too, Nikki, and don't worry. Everything. You did nothing wrong. Life with Jen. What are you doing? She used me to get Life with Jen. Would you want to take a link? I don't have anything to yell at you about. Nothing. I think that you and I should actually have a conversation because she sent me all of that Discord recording, and it would just be interesting to hear your side of that.
Thank you, sweet crazy. And look at Laffy Taffy. That is also true. Breakfast Club gave
What?
information about Amy's. Amy has I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but is part of a community that is targeted as a young child trying to figure their way in this world. And what does she do? She takes that information and gives it to someone else to dox her child.
I hope
So all
someone's
these
writing every
people want to.
all of this down in some sort of 5-star notebook somewhere because this shit is so whacked. Mandy, you are over there saying I doxed you, I did this, I did that. Maybe you need to look at your circle of people over there because they're the ones that seem to like to dox families.
It sounds like they're playing either head games with her or she's involved. That's the only two options we have here with this.
Doodle,
Oh,
more like doo-doo. Good one. Yeah, you're real good there.
oh,
Bye.
it's ridiculous.
Oh, that's all right.
BCF
appreciate
cloned
the
Amy
deal.
and went at her kids using Amy's name. That is disgusting. I have never cloned anybody's. I've never used someone else's account. It's, and you know what? People who coming in that just said that doodle is doo doo. Well, you know what? That can only be one of a few people because I can tell you in this entire community, the only people that don't like me are just a select few of people who I've just tried to leave behind.
Nope, you've never seen Doodle do anything, and you won't because she is a kind person. She's not a piece of shit. No, Kathy, I don't. Look, I don't. To be honest with you guys, I love you all. There are some people in here that I am in a Discord with that I talk to on a daily basis, and not one time have I said, "What's your real name? Where do you live? What are your kids' names?" Because it doesn't matter to me what your real name is. To me, you are this person. As long as you present yourself to me as being this person and you're a good person to me, then even if you're not a good person to me, I don't need to know your personal information. And I truly just don't care to look for anybody's information. If you want to come to me and say, "Hey, my name is da 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 da. This is my phone number. Da da da. You want to give me a call, or you want to do this, or you want to do that?" That's up to the person. Never have I got Irby Herb, for example. No clue what her real name is because it doesn't matter to me. What
That's
matters to
exactly
me is
right.
the person. I know Irby as Irby, and she is a good person, and she has always been nothing but kind and honest and genuine and sharing. I don't need to know her real name to appreciate her friendship. And
That's
she is a good
exactly right. If you
friend.
wanted to go real life, you just have real life friends like that. You
Right,
don't
why
come
would I
on.
go look up information on people that I don't like and I don't know, and I wanna do this, and I'm gonna dox you and blah, 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 but I don't even ask a friend of mine, "What's your real name?" Does that make any sense? Because I don't think it does.
What does it even matter? Even if you know it, you're not going to use it because that's a doxing a person. I mean, I take
Yep.
people for who they are on here, and that's enough for me. It's about character. It's not about anything else. I don't care people's real name. I don't care where they live. I don't care their phone number. I don't care if they have kids. I mean, I've had somebody come on here try to say using the trolling me using Doodle Mama because I mentioned one time my mom has dementia, and what do? They freaking use it against
Shut
me.
up.
Yes.
My god. So see, that is a personal attack because I don't see you going jumping chat to chat to chat or panel to panel to panel, spewing, like, hate or anything
No.
like that.
No.
So see, that's a personal attack.
It is. And that's why I'm tired of it. And to constantly be thrown into somebody else's shitstorm, I'm sick of it.
Oh, yeah, Mike and Brandy are good peoples.
And all of us, I think, who are being targeted are getting tired of it. It's getting
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, and this stuff is just look, most of us come on YouTube to have some sort of fun, to be entertained in some sort of way. To me,
It's a
doxing.
TV replacement, an interactive TV.
I can't tell you the last time I've even watched TV. I said that
Right,
a
me
long
too.
time ago. I'm like, it's an interactive soap opera or something.
Yeah.
An interactive reality show.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't come on here to okay, when something affects you, okay, with the mommy rambling stuff. I'm just going to use this as an example. That's probably one of the only times I felt like that just popped. Yeah, okay, whatever. And affected my real life because it affected me emotionally. It fucking crushed me emotionally. I don't want to come onto YouTube to have it affect me emotionally in a negative way. I want to come on here like we did on BTS's last night and just bullshit and have
Right.
fun. That was fun.
Well, and this is why I say it needs to stop supporting these little offshoot channels who like to make fun of people or people like Dee Dee Duke. And people need to stop going to those channels and supporting them. And maybe they'll realize what they're doing is
Exactly.
fruitless and baseless.
And when you sorry, Nikki, I just saw what you did. You're so bad. When oh god, that threw me off. What did you just say? What was the end of that sentence?
I was just saying people need to stop supporting
Yes,
these
yes.
channels.
And if you go into Dee Dee Dugan's, pay attention to the comment section. That'll tell you all you need to know.
Oh, yeah, it's the same with like Sad to Me or any of those. The people who comment.
Yep. Yep.
Because you
It's
know
always
what?
gonna be
Normal
the same group
people
of people.
don't want to have anything to do with it.
Nope. Hey, Lace with Lacey. Yep, so what? Or FOD what? What about FOD? I'm not here to like give any opinions on FOD. FOD is FOD.
To me, anybody who wants to troll around and troll people, I don't want to have anything to do with them, and I don't.
Oh my god, Lexi. Don't time out Life with Jen yet. Life with Jen, come back. I don't know what your main account is. But if you want to have a conversation, Life with Jen, we can have a conversation.
Yeah, and I'll drop out because I don't even know that person.
Oh, it's a whole fucking other ordeal that I'm not even involved in, honestly. The only reason I was involved because Mandy seemed to feel like it was important that somebody receive all that fucking screen recording, and I had the pleasure of getting to waste 2 hours of my life looking at it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's don't waste your life on going
Right.
into these and giving them support and just giving them more power to think what they're doing is okay or funny or fun
Yeah.
because it's not.
No, it's not. And I think that's the big picture here. That's the big message here is these channels are, quote, hate channels. That is what I call a hate channel. If you're over there supporting it, just don't come over here. Don't watch me. Just
And
go.
don't interact with me. I don't want
Yeah.
anything to do with you if you support it. I don't.
No.
And you know what? If you want to watch the stupid shit, get in a Discord and do a view watch and give them one freaking view with let 50 people watch it.
Yep. Your channel's Love Jerome. I saw you posted a video yesterday. I hadn't watched it yet.
But as I said, if I can be thrown into this mix,
Yeah.
I guarantee you
anybody.
any one of you can. So don't support anything they do or you're going to be the next one.
Yep. Yep. I guess that's really it.
Yep. Well, I appreciate the opportunity and the platform.
Anytime.
Because
You know
what's
how to get a
happening
hold of me.
is crazy.
It is. It is.
And I
but
say
what's
one
not
more
in the
time,
dark comes to
man,
light.
that's right. And I say again, whatever she said is wrong. Whatever was in that thread is wrong. None of it is true. And she is just grasping at straws to try to come up with answers that maybe she's creating part of the problem for her.
Yep. So, with that, guys, I hope
Thank you.
everybody has taken something out of this today. Okay?
Don't support crazy.
No, there you go. There you go. That's going to be the title of this. Don't support crazy.
Yes, because it damages all of us.
Yes. Yes, it does. I mean, look at this community. It's a total shit show.
Yep, but we log on and we love it. So let's
Let's
just
do
try.
something else. Yes.
Yes.
So, there
If
we
we
go.
move on, they have to move on, or they can just group together and let them have each other and eat each other's face off.
Exactly. Exactly. No longer breathing life into any more of this. I hope. All right, guys. I'm going to end this and go get me some coffee now.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you for
everyone,
coming
for the
up,
support.
Doodle.
Yep.
Yes. And you're always welcome here. You know that.
Thank you, and I will be
Okay.
here.
Yay. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you for the info. Don't think that I'm not looking at the chat. I'm glancing over it, but I'm going to go back and read your comments for sure. Laffy Taffy, you seem very knowledgeable here.
Yes. Yes. So you know where to find us.
Yes. And I'll be there. All
All
right, guys.
right.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.